All right. Thank you for being with us. This is Pillars of History 12. We are very happy and grateful to be with you. Yeah. Let's start with President Putin today, the president of the Russian Federation. Today he made some remarkable words, of which they cannot be ignored, and indeed they carry a lot of weight. You know, when President Putin is talking, you clearly know that the president is real talking. The way he chooses his words, the way he always speaks, it's real, showing that he has a diplomatic tone. He is very, very selective when he's talking about any country. That's why he always plays with his tongue. He doesn't pronounce countries, but he just refers them indirectly. But today he clearly talked about America and the West. You know, he has been talking about the West for so long because they have been on loggerheads for a brief period of time. And the reason because of this is the Ukraine war that is raging on, whereby he said, the message that I got from there, he said that Russia is called the paper tiger. So if Russia, the one that is called a paper tiger, fighting NATO, the whole NATO led by US and its allies, I mean the whole Europe, called a paper tiger. So what about NATO? So what is NATO now? If Russia the paper tiger can fight and defeat all those countries, a bunch of those countries that are all together to fight and defeat Russia, and it's a paper tiger, what about those countries? Let me be clear with you. The countries of the West have done everything to defeat Russia. They have poured in machines, whatever kind of weapon that you believe has been poured in Ukraine. I'm not good at speaking propaganda. I'm not good at giving people propaganda. I think this is not the right time to discuss propaganda here. But the fact is that for the case of Ukraine and Russia, Russia is not fighting Ukraine. Russia is fighting the whole West. And the reason why this war has raged on for so long, the West want to retain its position as the world boss, the world police, the ones that are able to dictate rules as it has been for more than 100 years, since World War II. So the West are trying so much, since the collapse of the Soviet Union, that was it, by 1990s, so Russia or the Soviet Union weakened. And that's why you saw the West ruled order taking over the world. But now the countries have again arose in the new system, and they are saying no. This is not only in the West or in Europe, in Asia. We also have them in Africa. Today, the Sahel states have defied the order. You know, Africans are incapable of governing themselves. That's how the West say. Africans cannot defend themselves, so we need their help to defend ourselves. So this mythology that has been roaming on for so long has been broken by the leaders of Africa. That is Captain Ibrahim Traore, General Abdurrahman Chiani, and their counterpart, General Assimi Goïta. According to the interview of Burkina Faso's president, he said, I quote, he said that soon we'll be talking about the black albino. So most of the people have been talking about this, the black albino. The people are asking themselves, who is the black albino? Are they meaning currency? Are they meaning fighter jets? Are they meaning what? We don't know. But the fact is that the Sahel states are doing incredible things. The ones we considered as myth concerning Africa. Traore made a statement that I liked most. He said, we are not giving foreign armies to train our armies today. Because if we give them chance, they infiltrate and fill with their own narrative. That's why we cannot give a chance to foreigners to train our armies. We train with them. Even some foreigners have shown interest in training with our armies. You know why? They want to know how these guys are training, how they are doing their things. Okay, it seems like they are far away from what we have been thinking about. But the fact is that the way they are doing their things is totally different from how Africa has been seen on the world stage for so long. I guess you understand that. Then we go to Trump also. Remember, Trump made an urgent meeting. He called on an urgent meeting for all the US generals across the world in their different military bases in different parts of the world. They came, and what the Minister of War, because they changed their department. Instead of Department of Defense, it's Department of War now. So it was an insult to the generals, the so-called Minister of Defense. His words actually were totally contradictory and were not good, not even in favor of the American generals that were present on that day. So it was like a disgrace for them. So they had to be dissatisfied by the boss's words. Yeah, so America now is fighting within. Actually, we are not, they normally say that all the great empires always collapse within. You cannot invade a great empire and defeat them. They always collapse within. We are seeing something crazy in America. Let's give them some good years. We will be here talking about it. Thank you.